See, they have a really good selection here. We're going with the same hairstyle I picked yesterday? I don't know. They're all really cute. Ponytail? That looks like a Disney character. Okay, we'll go with ponytail. Wait, where did I change? Okay, let's change the color. And what's this? Highlights? Okay, good enough. Let's also change eye color, because I forgot to. There we go. Face paint, don't want any. Facial hair, not this time. But look, I can easily put a beard or a mustache, if I would like to. I like that I just like that it's an option for people. Okay, so there's a body type. And you can change it, and then there's a body shape. And I just love how many options there are for people. So we're gonna stick with that one. I think we're ready. Hello, Commander Bond. Welcome to chat. I know this is probably not exactly up your alley here for for games.
Our story begins with an ending, as you decide it's time to leave the city behind.
Ooh, we're leaving the city.
Yearning for a pause from life's responsibilities, you arrive at a familiar place.
I don't know anybody trying to escape responsibilities. Certainly not me. I have those shoes.
A quick stroll
No, I
along
don't.
a
I wish I
nearby
did.
path leads you to a spot where, as a child, you found that life was simpler. And with a touch of imagination, all your dreams would come true.
That would be nice. I could use some dreams coming true.
Finding the perfect place for a rest.
Oh, this is like
you begin
Alice in
remembering
Wonderland.
those long lost dreams and
Fall
drift
asleep
off
dreaming.
to sleep.
Oh, okay. I don't remember if I watched that yesterday when I started it. I suppose not. I probably fast-forwarded it. How are you doing, Commander Bond? How did your day go? Was it awesome? How are your chickens and your bees? Wait, do you have bees? You have bees, right? Am I imagining that? I think you have bees. I might have imagined that. I have a really bad memory. Not as bad as these people in the video game, though. They have a worse memory than me. Of course, theirs is caused by some evil, and mine is just, you know, is what it is. Oh, I still have my little pet. Cool. Hello, Merlin. Of course I'm real. No, this is not Stardew Valley, and it is not like this. I don't think. No, it's definitely... This is like... I don't know if you've ever heard of My Time at Portia. This is like that.
Well,
Dreamlight Valley, welcome. Dreamlight Valley, this place is sort of creepy. This place isn't dangerous, is it? Well, it's true that the valley is a sorry sight compared to what it used to be, but you have nothing to fear. Why, once upon a time, you couldn't find another realm with as much magic and wonder in it. But I haven't introduced myself yet. You're no doubt wondering who I am. No, I'm not. You're Merlin. You have cats? You have to show me pictures of those. And a hermit crab. Like, living like a pet hermit crab? Or like just one that happens to stop by every now and again? Or what? You're a great and powerful wizard, right? Well, yes, but not just any wizard. I'm a soothsayer. Prognosticator. I have the power to see into the future. I'm also quite skilled at alchemy and some big word that I'm not going to pronounce. Prestigitation? I think that's the word. What? What's the word, honey? Oh. You have to say it. It's a D&D spell? How am I supposed to know that? Alright, well, I don't know it. I'm not saying that. Whatever. Now that that's settled, there's a small matter of who you are. Me, I'm Stargrace. Stargrace. Well, the only way to get to the Dreamlight Valley is to pass through dreams, so you must also possess great magic. Otherwise, how could you be here? Of course I possess great magic. Yes, great magic. Better watch out, Merlin. I'm pretty good at magic myself. I don't know if I should be bullshitting the wizard. You're not the only soothsayer, prognosticator, what's the word again? Prestidigitator, and alchemist around here. In fact, I'm quite certain that you're the one we've been waiting for. You're going to save Dreamlight Valley. Of course I am. What can I do to help? And that's the spirit of friendship. They sound like My Little Pony. Okay, so Rosie the crab has been in a cage in our house since our child started kindergarten, and today was her first day. Wow, so hermit crabs live for a very long time, apparently. That is awesome. I don't know anybody who has a hermit crab pet. That one's a new, unique one to me. Are they easy to take care of? Do they require a lot of maintenance? Do you have to like get their ecosystem all like proper and everything? If we're to restore the valley to what was a place of magic, of wonder, of friendship, we need to stop the forgetting once and for all. We must. I'm sorry, I can't seem to remember what we were talking about. The forgetting. They can live for 30 to 40 years. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's awesome. The forgetting. You'll have to forgive me. But now you can see where it gets its name. So everybody here in this town, they have short-term memory loss. And they're going to tell me about it before they forget again. Dreamlight Valley used to be a cheerful village of happy people. Life was flourishing thanks to our ruler's magic. Until one day our ruler left without a trace and the forgetting came. Our memories began to fade and Dreamlight Valley... You're going too fast, Tex. We did our best to preserve the memories of like... Just pretend that we all heard what they said. They're too fast for me. Someone would come to help. Of course, I'm coming. I'm ready to help. I've already done all this, so... I don't need to know all the backstory. So now there's a bunch of thorns around. We're going to clear some of them.
Off with you now. Lots to
It's
do,
basically
lots to
just
do.
typical video game movement. Humidity and water. Oh, your hermit crab would do well at my place. We have so much humidity. Too much. Why can't I... What am I supposed to... Oh, try to enter the house. Out of my way.
Oh, hello.
Night thorns began infesting Dreamlight Valley soon after our ruler disappeared. No one, not even I, can remove the blasted things. Only someone who can harness the magic of Dreamlight will be able to. And I'm certain that someone is you. Of course it's me. Why else would I be here? Well then, don't let me get in your way. Now focus your thoughts on the night thorns. Yes, let's do it. I sense the magic within you already. Focus on it and say the magic words. Bippity boppity boo. Plunk. Just like that. I got rid of the thorns. I'm Uber. Game 1. We rule. Yes, I can harvest it. Let's go inside. My empty, sad looking little house. Filled with broken furniture and thorns. The upkeep on this is atrocious.
Well,
It must be the night thorns.
what an...
Clouds the mind. Alright, let's clean the house
Thank
up.
you. You're very kind.
Gonna make it all pretty. Get rid of the junk. There. I've got some stuff in storage here. Oh, some stuff in my inventory. Wait. Didn't I just... Ouch. Maybe that stuff was storage. Okay, sorry. I reversed it. Let's take it out of storage and open up our containers and see what we got. Yay! We got a backpack. And I'm guessing it's a chair. No, it's a black polo shirt. I think the next item is a chair. Maybe I got a chair too? Okay, so even their clothing is inclusive. They have turbans, headscarves, baseball caps. There's just so many options. It's awesome. We're gonna give my characters some glasses and a backpack and some Mickey Mouse ears. Good enough for now. Hey, this is the furniture I had from before. So we can decorate our house. Hey Blizzard, take some notes here. Maybe add some housing for us. Ooh, I like the wood house. The wood floor, sorry. Ooh. How do I put it? Oh, I can't put it down because there's something on the floor I haven't picked up yet. That's annoying. Let's go pick that up. Oh, it's a memory. Oh, that seems like a sad memory. Alright, let's go back to decorating the house. I want to put that rug on the floor. Exactly, if only. Where? Oh, there it is. Eh. There. Let's put... Oh, I don't know how to replace the chandelier and put the new one on. I could put it in the corner. Sure. How do I rotate it? This way? Yeah, okay. I wish you could do it on angles, but it doesn't look like you can. It's just a flat northeast, southwest. This chair is so small. I don't like that one. Let's do this one. There we go. Oh, does mouse wheel let you rotate on an angle? Hey, how come I can, okay, so I can, oh, there, it's just very specific. No, mouse wheel zooms. Oh, to remove stuff. Oh, I see, I can do the hand. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, there we go. And middle wheel. Okay, good. So we can get rid of that furniture that doesn't match the decor. I didn't know that. Let's get rid of that too. And then let's move that. I don't know. Are those important? The wall things? They might be important. Oh, you can even get rid of the fireplaces. Okay.
I can see
Let's do some more questing.
so I know you should come talk to me.
Yeah.
What I...
Found a memory. The fog has lifted. Merlin's trying to talk to us. Something important. Let's go find it.
Ah! Well,
Oh, he's remembering that he left some royal tools scattered throughout the valley. We must find them quickly. They're filled with ancient and powerful magic. Royal tool. I know some royal tools. They're not good for much though. I made a joke, honey. My royal tool. Sorry. I'm tired. So yeah, we did homeschooling today. It went very well. We learned about tigers and gravity and friction and did some reading. Math is tomorrow, so there was no math today. But I'm exhausted. It's a lot. And it'll take a little bit to get into the swing of things, but it was a good day. And then we had to go and pick up a couple of more supplies that I needed. Like binders and markers and pencils. You know how hard it was to find just plain yellow pencils? Very difficult. Apparently You have to, like, go in special aisles to find those these days. Of course. So yay, this place is now my house, and I can come here to eat. And it's got lots of potential. Yay. So we went and took all the notebooks, papers, and lessons and stuff that he did today, and we hung it up on the wall in the dining room because that's what we're using right now for the homeschool like area. So now it's all decorated with all the stuff. He seemed to have a good day. He was really tired by the end of it, and that's usually a sign that things have gone well. So, the Royal Tools. We've started a new quest. Out we go. The little gator came to me in the mail. I love it. I think it's adorable. I want to be able to harvest my veggies, so we're going to get rid of some of the thorns. We're going to harvest some food so that I can feed the squirrels. I'm familiar with this because I do it in real life already. Oh no, I put it... Okay, there we go. Now I want to open that right away. I love opening these and seeing what I get. What did I get? What did I get? Ooh, a turquoise t-shirt. No, I wanted furniture. That's not the furniture I was hoping to get. What's this? Open that. Oh, there's the chair I was expecting. And some apples and some cookies. Cookies replenishes your energy, everything you do in the game. Like, it's very mobile-centric. So everything you do in the game costs energy, and then when you're out, you need to eat or cook. Or I'm sure you can probably buy it from their store for the people who are really into it and hardcore. I'm playing, not a free version per se, but I have the Xbox Game Pass, and it's on there, so if you have Xbox Game Pass, you can check it out. And so far, I've definitely gotten my money's worth out of the Game Pass. I paid like $1 for the first month, and I played 5 or 6 new games. Oh, that's a rock. I can't vanquish those. This tree is in my way. Oh, a pink one. What does the pink one give us? Furniture? Pets? House. Red top corner piece. I don't know what that means. Red top corner piece. Like a cupboard? I don't know what that is. Let's vanquish a little bit more of the thorns here because they're ugly. They don't look good in my yard. This morning I painstakingly removed all of the thorns from my yard and used all of my cookies doing just that. And that was it. Oh, we forgot some carrots. Bloop. So we're gonna plant some carrots later. Oh, strawberries. Let's go harvest those. Yoink. Raspberries. I was wrong. Okay. Let's go visit Donald. Wait. Not Donald. Scrooge? Scrooge. I know my Disney characters.
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
Don't you know to never sneak up on someone while he's contemplating his investments? Oh, I'm Stargrace, and you're Scrooge McDuck. Aye, that I am. You must keep up with the business news. Though my business is in a sorry state these days, just look at my shop. The whole village is in a sorry state. That may be, but you cannot be hopeless about it. A true visionary sees opportunity around every corner. That's what goblins do. We see opportunity in gold. After the sky went dark, most of the villagers skedaddled, and fewer clients came until they stopped altogether, but I cannot remember where they all went. I know I stayed to take care of my shop, and my money, of course. And then, oh yes, the night thorns blocked me in, and I cannot remember much else after that. But like light glittering off of gold, I'm starting to remember how the village used to be, and all of its investment opportunities. I'd like to get in on this investment. I could use some help, that much is true. Perhaps we could come to an arrangement. I've got a deal for you, Stargrace. If you help me make enough star coins to put my shop back in business, I'll make sure it's stocked with everything needed to put the valley back together. Goofy used to have a stall in the meadow to the south. I'm sure he'd appreciate any help you can give him. The lad doesn't exactly have a mind for money. You'll need to find a way to break rocks blocking the road to the meadow. When you do, find Goofy and help him get back in business, and then you can help me with my grand reopening. Skedaddle is an awesome word. I use it all the time. And I see you have a map. Don't forget to use it if you want to find your way around the village.
Bye-bye.
I don't need no map. If I recall, the sword is in a big chunk of... Or not the sword. I mean, the pickaxe is in, like, the sword and the stone. Dun dun dun! I remembered what I did yesterday. Go me! Whoosh. I look really big in that screenshot. Alright, we have a pickaxe. We can now mine things. Yay! I'm gonna harvest some more apples. I guess we'll get some rock. Wait, how do I use this again? Oops, I picked up flowers. That's not what I meant to do. Drop you. You're taking up precious inventory space. Ugh, my microphone. Hold on, sorry folks. My microphone was in the way of the directions on how to break rocks. Oh my goodness, I picked up the flowers again. Go away. I'm hitting the wrong keys everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry, squirrel. I know what to do for you. Let's give you an apple. Boop. Yay, happy squirrel. Let's collect all the shinies. Oh, we got a chest upgrade. Alright, now we need to go find Goofy. Alright. This is Goofy's house. Carrots. Well, his house looks a lot better than mine right now. Hello, Mr. Goofy.
Howdy.
Gosh, it's somebody new. Say, you're not the scary kind of stranger, are you? You're just a friend I haven't met yet, right? Aw, he's quoting, Mr. Rogers. Of course I'm a friend. Whew, that's reassuring. It's been a real long time since I've seen anybody else. I've been waiting for somebody to come along ever since the sky got dark and the night thorns crept in. But now you're here. We're gonna be good pals. I just know it. If that ain't too awkward, a yuck. I love it. There's so much I want to show ya. There's my stall. We'll have to clean it up though, and we can go fishing. Of course, I have to find my lucky fishing rod. Slow down, Goofy. We can do it all. Let's start with finding your lucky fishing rod. I've been looking for it forever. Come on, it must be near one of the ponds.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Something sparkly. What is this? Ooh, Goofy, what are you doing? Oh, I think I found another memory. I don't know what that one is, but we got it. He has a really nice place. Can I use his, Oh, I thought it was a chest for him. It's not. That would make sense, because, like, why would Goofy have a chest in his house? He doesn't have inventory. We got red athletic sunglasses. Stylish. Can I go through his... No. Ooh, his fridge is glowing though. What's this? A book. Alright, we've picked up a book. It doesn't look like anything else is sparkling or shiny. Let's go find that fishing rod. Yeah, I've had a Goofy moment or two in my life. Where was it? Yeah, right here. He looked really, really hard for that rod. I know. Let's go give it back to him. What is he fighting? Goofy, what are you doing? There's nobody here. You don't need fight stance, dude. Give him his fishing rod. I think I found your lucky fishing rod, Goofy. Only one problem. It's a bit busted. The reel won't turn.
Whoa.
Thanks, Stargrace. Here, let me see. It was just jammed up with seaweed, but it's all fixed now. I'll tell you what. Now that I have my lucky fishing rod back, I'll give you this one I found after the forgetting, so we can fish together. I think it belonged to our old ruler. Hey, look, it seems to like you. I don't know about a fishing rod liking me, but sure. Because I'm so magical. That must be it. You do seem pretty magical. Oh, if they only knew. Here you go, it's all yours. Yay, we have a fishing rod. And here's a groovy hat, so you can look like a real angler. What, do my ears not make me look like a groovy angler? I don't know. It's so stylish. It sure is. Maybe I could start my own line. Could give Uncle Scrooge some competition. Let me show you how to use your new fishing rod. Woohoo! Fishing! Alright, so I actually had to get my husband to show me how to fish because I didn't understand what they were trying to make me to do. Oof. What they were trying to make me do. So apparently, we... Oops, I went too far. Okay, hold on. Let's start over again. So we have to angle the little bobber into the little... Nope, not far enough. Into the little... There we go. And then... we pull... And then we mouse... Whoops, I did it wrong already. Okay. When it turns green, not red, that's when you click. So... Oh. So it's telling me that I need to eat some food because I'm exhausted soon. So we're going to eat some cookies. And replenish that. And try fishing again. Okay. I've already messed it up. Honey, I don't know how to fish.
Say,
I'm not good at this.
Pal Donald Duck.
And then I hit the left mouse button, right?
Yeah.
And then I hit the space bar?
Yeah. Just when it's in there.
Like that. Okay.
There you go.
Woo! I caught a rainbow trout.
Good job.
It's almost 3 pounds. We could eat that for dinner. Oh. Okay, there's the bubbles back. Okay, so left mouse button when it tells me to. There. And then spacebar. Spacebar. Yeah! Okay, we got another rainbow trout. Okay, let's talk to Goofy.
Good to see you.
What do you know? You're a natural, Stargrace. No, I'm not. It took a long time to learn how to do that. What do I do with this? Gosh, a lot of things. You can cook it with it for a meal. You can sell it at my fish stall as soon as we get reopened. Okay, so next we're gonna have to open his stall, I guess? Let's get our hands back. This is this. Come on, go away. Thorns. This is the stall.
Howdy.
Let's talk to him about opening it. Gosh, I guess it's a little more run down than I thought, but that's okay. Uncle Scrooge's construction company can fix it right up. You can use the sign to call him.
Works for me.
This sign?
Oh, greetings, neighbor.
It's about time Goofy fixed this place up. I'm glad he's got you to help. Now let's get down to business. Goofy can have this stall at no extra cost since the valley needs it, but next time I won't be as generous. What do you say? Yes, let's fix the stall. Goofy stall is... Oh, that's all it took. Really? Alright. If you see another property you're interested in, don't hesitate to let me know. Go to the sign next to it. Oh, okay, so we like buy these things and he's just giving us one for free. He's giving us like a pity stall. So how come Goofy gets the free one and I have to pay for the next one? I think that Goofy should get this one and I should move off the paper. I want the paper. Another memory. And I want a free stall too. If Goofy gets one, I should get one. What's this memory? Oh. I don't know if this is a duplicate or another... Oh, I see. Old Ruler's Lost Diaries. But I can't decipher them. Ooh. We get all these little points. I haven't figured out what these are for yet. These little crystal things that we get. But we get a lot of them. It's some sort of currency for something. Let's get rid of this. Let's get a chest. I hear a child pumping. Okay. Are they all? Yeah, I'm sure they're fine. Alright. What? So next we have to go talk to Scrooge. Where did Goofy even run off to? Oh, I guess they're still fixing it or something?
Hi there, pal.
What can I help you with? Oh, I can sell here. What can I buy? Wheat, it looks like, and like lettuce. What can I sell? Oh, okay. So I can sell stuff to him, but not quest items. I don't know what money is for yet. I think I'm done. Come back anytime. Sure. Wait, oh. We're gonna talk to him now that we finished our quest. Finding my fishing rod and helping me fix up the stall. You're one great pal. Oh, you can say what's in this for me. Anything to help the village. Well, we sure appreciate it, Stargrace. In fact, here's a little something so that you can help the valley even more. It's a free sample of some of the seeds I sell. Yay! See, we didn't have to buy any seeds. He's just gonna give us some anyway. I already have a lot of carrot seeds, but okay. I get new stuff at the stall all the time, so come back anytime you like. In fact, you could even be an investor and help me make it better. And then I could sell even more kinds of seeds.
Sure is a pretty night.
What is... He just said sure is a pretty night, but it's like daytime. I believe the game is supposed to run off of your real life clock, but since this is a fresh game, it's just running off the generic one that it gives you. So it doesn't realize that it's nighttime. But if I were to log out and back in, I'm pretty sure it would be nighttime in the game. Otherwise, Goofy is more than just forgetful. He doesn't remember that it's daytime. Raspberries. Yoink. Wood. I imagine that's going to be useful sometime. Ooh. What am I listening to? Is this like a respawn point? Oh, a rabbit. What's wrong with you? How come I can't talk with you or interact with you? Oh. Okay. Another memory. I guess that's a diary one. I don't know how to get this green thing. More diary pages that I can't read. So one awesome thing about this game is that you can play it in streamer mode so that if there's copyrighted music, it won't stream it, and then you don't get copyright infringement notices. And I think every game out there absolutely needs to have that feature, because it is awesome not to have to worry about that. Especially when you're streaming a new game, like nobody wants to be nailed for copyright infringement. Or if you're streaming in multiple places at once, like YouTube and Twitch. Or if you're doing video of the day, because you can live stream certain music, but you can't have it on your video of a day afterwards. Like it can't be a permanent recording. So having that option is very handy. Ooh, housing item. Let's see what we got. Open. Something good, something good. A royal banner. Well, that doesn't really fit with my decor, but sure. What else do we get? Clothing. Red skinny jeans. Okay. Let's put those on. Let's put the fishing hat on and red skinny jeans. Oh, they match my backpack. Ooh, and my red glasses. I'm sensing a theme. Ooh, in this shirt. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Oh, the backpack cuts my hair. Maybe I should take the backpack off. Let's get... sticks. Alright, we have to go back to Scrooge. Hello,
did to you?
Scrooge. With Goofy back in business, you can make some money. When you're ready to invest in my reopening, come and find my sign next to Scrooge's general store.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Earn star coins to repair Scrooge McDuck's store. Oof, I need to earn 1,000 coins, and I've got 345 right now. I don't like selling off all my stuff that I've got on me because, like, I might need it. So, I guess the best way for me to make coins if I don't want to sell all my belongings is to remove these thorns, because you get 5 per, or 10 per, it looked like that one. Maybe that was a small one. I mean a big one or something. Or maybe it was 2 of them. It'll just give me 6. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to pick up the plant. I keep picking up the scenery and I don't mean to. What? I don't know what happened there. Maybe I did mean to pick it up. Oh, I think this guy wants some food. Let's give him an apple. Yay, he's so happy. Oh, he dropped a flower for me when I gave him an apple. I don't want that in my inventory though. I wonder if I can sell them. I don't really want to sell all the flowers though. Oh, again, gosh dang it. I keep picking them up. Stay there. Stop jumping into my arms. Well, this game is definitely cute. I don't know if it's something I'm going to play long term once I finish the story. It doesn't have multiplayer right now, but it's something that they want to add in the future. It was like an unlock type thing that they had running. I don't know if they actually said whether or not they were going to be adding it or not, but it's very relaxing. I like that. I'm always down for relaxing games. I like crafting and housing and all that stuff, so... And I mean, I love the Disney universe. I know some people have issues with it, but it's, I watch Disney movies. I like the characters. It's bright and colorful. Doing this manual labor is a little boring. I'm getting low on my energy, so I'm gonna have to eat a cookie here in a minute. Oh, sorry, I'm just getting pinged on Discord, so I'm checking. Bloop, bloop. Alright, let's eat a cookie. Eat. Yum, 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 yum. Mmm, energy. I think it gave me, like, extra, like, it gives me, it fills up my blue bar, but then my yellow bar, too. So I think I'm on cookie rush, like a sugar rush. Let's get rid of all of these, because I want the money. So we're up to 400. Out of 1,000. This is going to take a while. I suppose that's the point, because if everybody, oh, you checked your Discord because you heard my ping. I'm sorry. Normally, nobody talks to me on Discord, so I don't get a lot of pings on it. I'm losing my voice. I'm sorry. 1 second here. I'm just going to get a drink of water. Yeah, it was Game's mom. Her and Barbara are the only 2 people, basically, who ping me on Discord besides my husband, so... No, it's okay. It's okay. It's Wednesday. I'm not doing World of Warcraft. I'm doing Disney's Dreamlight. Wait, no. Yeah, Dreamlight Valley. I keep forgetting the name of it. It's fun. It's cute. I like it. This is Disney's Dreamlight Valley. It just came out yesterday. So they've all lost their memory and their town is covered by thorns. And you have to... It's not multiplayer yet. You have to go and, like, unlock the town, and there's housing and crafting, and I got it on the Xbox Game Pass. It's cute. You can't really go wrong with the price of $10, because that's what Game Pass costs. And there's like buy-in options and stuff. I bet you Maleficent is around here somewhere too. So far, it's just been Merlin, Scrooge, and Goofy. But I saw, like, the characters from Frozen. I'm losing my voice so much, I'm so sorry. I'm not sure why. Probably because I was talking all day to my son for school stuff, and then I thought it would be brilliant to stream. So right now I'm supposed to be collecting 1,000 coins, and I don't want to sell what's in my inventory to get the coins because I want to hang on to it. So I'm doing it like manual labor. Merlin does not turn me into a squirrel. There's this gator that's got the Zertle over him following me around. And then the squirrels, you can feed them apples, and there's achievements for feeding them. Okay, these aren't giving me coins. Let's do this. Get rid of the thorns. Come on, give me some coins. It's super cute. It's very relaxed. There's fishing. It's very low paced. Slow paced? Low paced? I don't know. It's enjoyable. I like it. In World of Warcraft, I don't know. Is anybody up to anything exciting? I have not been... I've been bad in World of Warcraft. So what, reset was yesterday, and normally I have a routine. Normally I go and I do the PvP quest in Oribos, the one that gives you the honor and the trinkets, because they're so stinking easy. And it gives you 48% of pattern within patterns, which is the weekly. So normally the first thing I do is I go and get that PvP quest out of the way, because you don't have to do any PvP. You just have to open chests in Zereth Mortis. So normally I go and I do that, and then in the evening I go and do my looking for raids, and I do my Zereth Mortis dailies just to finish patterns within patterns. And then I do gold making. I have done, oh, and then I do my table on all 24 characters twice a day. And I have done none of that because, not because of this game or anything, I've done none of that because I've been working on getting some characters set up on Bleeding Hollow, which has a very large community of players who turn off their experience. And so they're always looking for specific tiers of gear, and they pay very well for it. So I looted on a level 18, or maybe level 20, I think it was a level 20. I looted a trinket, and it sold overnight for 350k. Like, that's a token right there. That's a month of game time from a single item that was level 20. It was awesome. And the server is medium pop, and I always play on low pop. So I'm just having a lot of fun, and I've done nothing besides work on these different tiers of characters so that they can loot specific things, so that people who are level locking at 10 or 20 for each, I guess it's mostly PvPers who lock at those tiers. Yeah, so I'm basically farming gear for them. It's unintentionally where I chose, so I'm playing on Bleeding Hollow. I'm playing there because they have such a huge community of characters who level lock. And they're very active, and the server's very active. I need more food. Cookie. Eat. Ooh, we got some more clothes. What do we get? We got red performance. I'm seeing a theme here with the red. We got red performance sneakers. Let's put them on and we'll match our outfit, I suppose. There we go. So we've got red sneakers, red skinny jeans, the hat, well, whatever. Glasses, backpack, all red. There is a theme going on here. Me and my awesome uber golden pickaxe. Are we? Okay, we're getting closer to 1,000. It's not so bad. So yeah, I haven't done anything on my main characters. Everything I've been doing is on Bleeding Hollow. I usually would do time walking. And I haven't even done that. Aw, you say that, but I would not. Like, so I started there, but then today was, ooh, a gold chest. Today was when I did my Road to 10 Million update. Oh, we got 1K. Awesome. So, in case Games Mom isn't familiar, I have 2 challenges that I'm doing for myself right now. They're exactly the same, actually. I guess I'm doing 1 challenge on 2 different servers. It's to get 9,099,100,000. It's to get a cap on 2 servers and to do it within a year with casual gameplay. Because as hardcore as I am at making gold, the time I invest into the game is pretty minimal. I don't have a lot of time. And a lot of the time I'm AFK or whatever. So I have a challenge to get gold cap on 2 servers with minimal gameplay. And I'm at 6.5 million on one server, and I'm at 4.4 million, I think, on the other server. And I'm just doing it for fun. There's like no rhyme or reason to it. But today was a post update about it, and I made like 52K for the week on one server, and I made like 22K for the week on the other server. And then you look at 2 other servers I play on where I don't have that challenge going right now. And one of them is where I sold the trinket, and I have like 500 and some odd gold, 500,000 gold made on those servers, but they're not part of my challenge. So they don't technically, like, they don't count for that challenge. They just count as generic gold that I've been making. So I'm supposed to be focusing on those challenges, but I'm not. And I'm kind of just frustrated with the low population servers. They're not fun. Hey, 300K. Pardon me. I need a drink of water for a second. I'll be right back. I'm not actually going anywhere. I don't know why I said I'll be right back. 300K is not bad, you know. Like, when I was first playing World of Warcraft, I would borrow money from my husband all the time. I never had gold for anything. I was lucky if I had like 50K, probably not even that. And he was always the one who had all kinds of money, not because he worked on gold making, but because he's just playing the game and would never, ever, ever spend it. And then I would just take it from him. So when he went on course, I guess it would be 6 years ago now, he went away on course, and I got really heavily invested in gold making because I had a newborn. So I guess he was almost 1. I had an almost 1-year-old, and my husband was gone for 6 months. I mean, what else was I gonna do? So I thought, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start earning gold, and I did, and I saved up, and I got the Brutosaurus, which was 5 million. And then I hit gold cap after that. And then ever since then, I love making gold. I like that we can pay for everything in gold. I mean, let's be honest. If I couldn't use it to pay for my game time and my mounts and my pets and my expansions and all that, I probably wouldn't enjoy it quite as much. I'd probably still do it, but not to the level that I do it right now. So I mean, it took time to get there, and to be honest, 300K is about what I expect the typical WoW player to have. Like, that's not like who's aiming for gold. Like, that's a good amount. There's nothing to be shameful about that. That's great. How do I repair the store? And use the sign next to it. All right. Okay, let's go use the sign.
Good day, dear.
So you can do that and pay for all the things. Well, there's so many ways out there to make gold. Like, make sure that you're doing your Covenant quests, your weeklies, the Zereth Mortis ones. They pay a good amount. And then I know you guys have been. I know fishing is not being kind to you, but I know G-Dad was doing the strange goop. Although on High Gel, I'm not really sure how much that's going for, because you guys are on a hefty populated server. I do have sites that I study, but not for what's trending per se. There's one called the Ouroboros Exchange, and it's basically a browser-based auction house. And what you can do is you can sort it by expansion, and you can also sort it by what's for sale on your server and what's not for sale on your server. So I look for items that are not for sale on my server. I also use Trade Skill Master.
Thank you kindly.
It's an add-on. And, oh, 130 is amazing for high gel. That's higher than what it's going for on my server, on my low pop. It's going for anywhere from 75k to 105k. So 130k per on high gel, that's amazing. I should go there and fish. Yeah, I look for the things that are not for sale, and then I fill in those gaps. I look for things that the server doesn't have. So I can sort it by expansion, like TBC, for example. I love TBC farming. It's one of my favorite things to do. If you're ever looking for transmog and recipes to sell to players and you want some like easy stuff to do, go run dungeons and just hang out in TBC zones for like a night or two. And I mean, RNG is going to play into it because it always does. But anything in TBC basically has a unique appearance and it's highly sought after. And the recipes, like the fell blades and stuff like that, they go for lots and 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 lots of gold. And if you keep the pattern and you make the item for yourself, you can sell a couple of them and basically recoup the cost of the pattern anyway. So yeah, TBC is my favorite zone to hang out in. And I'll go looking through and see what transmogs are not for sale. So for example, Dragonflight's going to be coming out, and the new class wears mail. And right now, we don't really have a reason for people to have a lot of mail. Like there's hunters and there's shaman, but besides that, there's like mail is usually the least sought after transmog out there, but I expect that to change with Dragonflight. I expect people to come back and be like, oh, I don't have any transmog for my new dragon and I need all the mail. So I expect that to be a really good seller. I was actually talking to Commander Bond about that. I don't do a lot of like prophesizing about what's going to be hot or not in World of Warcraft because people are fickle. You know what people are like, Games Mom. We talked about this. People are people. So I don't tend to like guess at what the market is going to be. But that is one. I do think mail is going to be a very good seller. I think blacksmiths are going to be in a really good place for next expansion. But I don't... So what I do is I look at... There's like YouTube videos that I follow. And I do the opposite of those. Because everybody else looks at those videos and they're like, oh, I'm going to go out and do this now and it's going to make me so much gold. And then there's 8,000 people doing exactly that. So if anything, I tend towards to go towards traditional. And yeah, so mail is leatherworking, I know. And old school mail is blacksmithing because my blacksmith has old school patterns and they have mail from before when tanks used to wear mail and then switch over to plate. So, where was I going with this? I don't even remember. I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, completely lost my train of thought. Somebody refresh me. Honey, do you remember what I was talking about? No? Okay. Yeah, that's alright.
Sorry, I didn't know it was a test.
No, it's not a test. Oh, I'm sitting on the bench. I didn't mean to. That's super cute. How do I get off? There we go. So yeah, I don't... So the other thing... I remember now. The other thing you can do is there's another website called the Undermine Journal. And what that one does is it will show you deals and bargains per server. But you have to kind of take it with a grain of salt and you still have to learn about whether or not the items that they're displaying are going to sell or whether they're inflated. And it'll show heat maps of items. And it will show you throughout the day when they've been listed and how often they're seen. So that comes in handy. But you have to already kind of know the market in that regard because the game has a lot of items and you can't just guess at it. So on my server, for example, we don't have a lot of heavy raiders. Oh, I found a shovel. So I went to your server, actually. I went to Higel and I bought all the 304 stuff that you guys sell for really super cheap. And then I transferred it to my server. And then I sold it for a profit. Because you guys had like 304 stuff going for like 160k. It was crazy. That first week, Blizzard had the drop rates all messed up. Ooh, it wants me to shovel here, just like Animal Crossing, I think. So Blizzard had the drop rates really messed up when the faded stuff first came out. It's been fixed now and changed. So a lot of gold making is just about opportunity. No, my server's not linked to Higel. I used to play on Higel. So I have characters there. And I only use it to like transfer expensive things. Well, cheap on your server, I guess. I use it to transfer things from your server to my server. But no, we're not linked. I'm linked. I play on Winterhoof and I'm linked to Kilrog. I just happen to have 5 characters over there. I paid for a transfer with gold. I see my gold I use for character transfers and boosting and all kinds of services that they offer in their shop. So I also battle pets. So I will, like on Higel, I will go and buy up all the battle pets that you guys have for like a couple of pennies. And battle pets can be transferred across server just by scribing them to your book. So I find out where the battle pets are the cheapest and I buy them there. Exactly, yeah. Well, not with tokens. Yeah, with tokens. Yeah, not from their shop though. Like, I buy the token off the auction house for gold. And yeah, battle pets are different. They're a different breed. You can just buy them on whatever server you want and scribe them and then plant them and then bring them to whatever server you want them on. So on Argent Dawn, it's a roleplay server. That's the other low pop server I play on. Pets are really expensive there. And even if I'm getting it for pennies on your server, I bring it over to my server and I get it for like a penny and a half. That's still profit. Everybody should share a brain. Comes in handy. So yeah, transferring pet... Doing the pets is one of my like very passive for sure way to make gold. I have my pricing. I usually level it up because that's how I do alts. So I level the pet to 25 and then I add like a 500 gold charge on top of the pet. And not everybody cares if a pet is 25, but I found that my 25s sell better than my 1s since they're all cheap anyway. So yeah, I do the pets and then I shuffle off gear from your guys' server to my server. I haven't done that for a while though, because the longer a raid goes on, the less value that gear has. Like, as everybody gears up, they obviously don't need any more gear. So I wouldn't do that right now, but I definitely did it for the first 2 weeks. And I made millions. It was awesome. I loved it. Because the pieces that I was buying for 60 to 120k on Higel, they go for 400k on Winterhoof. So it was wonderful. But that's really situational, right? Like, you can't do that all the time. So it's just about being prepared and like knowing, not, I don't want to say instinctively, it just comes with time and practice. Time and practice. So another big one right now that people are doing that, oh, I'm out of cookies. That's really boring. They're doing vendor flips, which is kind of old school. Exactly. Dragonflight's going to be incredibly lucrative. Absolutely. Yep. If you can get on the ground floor of that, there's going to be so much gold flying around. It's going to be insane. So what non-gold makers do is a new expansion comes out and they're focused on leveling and they're focused on leveling up their crafting and they're buying everything off the auction house because who has time to sit around and harvest all that? Nobody. So if you guys are harvesters at all, what I would suggest, even though I understand that it's like a merged auction house now and things are going to be selling for cheaper than normal, they're going to be selling fast. Everybody's going to be buying. So if you're not in a rush with your crafting or you have spare and extra, I would say sell it for the first couple of weeks. And then supplement yourself after. Except the other thing is like crafting is going to be revamped. And it's going to be time locked. And you're going to have to specialize in it. And so it... Like, on one hand, you really want to get in and make sure that you get yourself level 2, but if you have any spare stuff, I would for sure be selling that off at the start of the expansion. It's going to be big money, and that demand is going to die off as time goes on. So, I mean, and that's the way it is with everything. Like, the gear demand right now, legendaries aren't selling for nearly as much or as high as they used to. Oh. Yeah, Winterhoof. Winterhoof joined with Kilrog. That's where I play for my main. That's where I play with Barb, actually. In her guild there. I don't know. Blizzard has a thing with time locking. They like to make everybody go at a specific pace. I mean, come on now. You have to be used to that. Especially with... Zereth Mortis and legendaries for that matter. Everything is time-gated. Zereth Mortis especially, all their quests were all time-gated. You couldn't get beyond specific points until it was time to do the story. Oh! My new place. No. My new place is Bleeding Hollow. Bleeding Hollow is the new one. It's a good server so far. I like it. No, Bleeding Hollow is where I am now. I don't know if they're joined with anybody. I think it's Blizzard categorizes it as a high pop, and Raider.io categorizes it as low pop. So it's in between. Okay, well, Blizzard likes to time gate everything. It's just how they handle things. Oh, why is this one glowing? Let's see what's under the ground. Nope, nope. Come on. There we go. Yeah, good to know. It can be frustrating, but I understand why they want to do it. It's the same reason why we have dailies all the time. And yeah, exactly. So when it first comes out, plus you'll get experience from it. Like, your character will get experience. So it's... I mean, also good luck, because everybody else and their dog is going to be out there harvesting too. But I would definitely say at the very start of an expansion, sell while it's high, because it's only going to drop in price. And gear is like that too, like raid gear, especially dungeon gear, BOEs that drop, that stuff is going to be liquid gold for the first month, and then it's going to drop in price. And every time they add a content patch, that stuff goes up in price again. Also, if you're looking to save up to buy tokens, don't do it until like a week after. The token price will drop as players have a demand for gold. So they'll buy tokens and put them up on the auction house waiting for gold. So right now the token is super expensive. Because right now, Blizzard has a sale going on in their store, and like there's hype for Diablo 4, and you can buy Dragonflight with gold. So players have a reason to buy gold, but they don't have a reason to buy tokens. Your token prices are region-wide, so it's over 200 count everybody's server. There's just a difference between NA and EU, but besides that, they're all the same. So you don't have to worry about like getting a good deal or anything when it comes to tokens. You're paying the same price as everybody else. Why is this? Come on, carrots, pick up. There we go. But yeah, the token price will drop, just not yet, because right now there's no reason for people to be buying that stuff. Yeah, exactly. There's Wrath Classic right now, so people are not buying tokens, but they are spending gold. So when Blizzard gives people a reason to spend gold in their shop, the token price goes up. And when Blizzard gives people a reason to want gold, like, ooh, I really want that new legendary gear, ooh, I really want that BOE that's on the auction house, new content comes out, that's when the token price will drop. So I expect that the token price will drop in the first few weeks of BFA and continue